Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Christina, coming to you from the Catio. And as we talk through our convo today, Sprinkles will be hanging out with us, I'm sure, for the duration of the video. So today our convo is actually about the narcissistic fog and what that truly is. And just like the narcissist has phases of love bombing, and then the devaluation, and then the discard, the narcissistic fog also has stages. So, what the narcissist fog actually stands for is fear, obligation, and guilt. And those are the three different key factors and stages that they actually utilize to gain control and manipulation over their victims. So, when you say fear, the fear is they want you to be afraid of what will happen if you do not comply to their demands. And they will prey on your fear of abandonment, prey on the fear of retaliation, possibly even the fear of shaming in public situations, which, for an example, that did occur with me. He would introduce me and say, well, she was 98 pounds when I met her. Or, oh, well, I raised her. And all of that was to be able to control my weight and what I looked like, especially during the aging process. And I'm coming to terms and realizing all of that now. But at the time, it was very hurtful, and I didn't know what was going on, and I didn't know that he was using fear in different ways to manipulate me. And then on to the obligation phase. When the narcissist begins to point out everything that they did for you, from big things to little things. It could be things like, oh, I took your car for an oil change. Basically, you're obligated to do XYZ for me. You're obligated to pay XYZ bill. All the way up to the big things, like if they stood by you during the passing of a loved one. That is something that they will throw up to your face later on and hold over your head, that now you are obligated to them for life. Basically, now you are their prisoner, you are their slave. So that's it can be very challenging when someone is saying things like that, especially in the event that it was something that was very traumatic for you at the time and you feel like now you owe them. But that's part of their obligation phase of the narcissistic fog. They keep you always feeling indebted to them, like an indentured servant. And then the final stage or aspect of the narcissistic fog is the guilt. They want you to always feel guilty. That's where gaslighting is the most prevalent, and they're going to really heavily double down on making you question your own reality of what has been going on. And they will do things from little things all the way up to big things again. They'll say, you never pick up the phone when I call, or you never return a text. But yet you're the vigilant one that's always responding. You're the one making the effort to contact them. And they're the ones who never pick up. So they project back onto you what they're actually doing, which is another key trait of a narcissist and what they do. They also, will make up erroneous accusations of why they can't take you in public places. Whether it's, well, you should have maintained your weight, then I would want to be seen in public with you. You shake hands too hard, I don't want you to introduce you to anybody. And all of that, again, it's preying on your psyche. And it is leading to you having lower self-value and self-esteem and self-worth. And that's all part of what the narcissist main goal and what they are looking to achieve. Because once they have you in the narcissistic fog, once you're questioning your own reality and you are complying with every one of their demands and needs, and they are abusing you mentally, emotionally, financially, physically, they have you right where they want you. And they're going to keep using these same tactics over and over until you either decide to leave or until they discard you and move on to the new supply. So ultimately, if you think you might be in a narcissistic abusive relationship, look for the signs of the narcissistic fog, as well as the love bomb phase, the devaluation, and you pretty much will know when the final discard is kind of beginning. Sometimes, like for me, it's kind of in hindsight. My final discard really began over a year ago, even though the 2-month span that I call my final discard, that was separate to what was really leading up to it and how bad things truly got. But if you're in one of these situations, please get out. Don't wait. Don't do what I did. There's no point to stay around with the narcissist. And I know how difficult it might seem at this point to have the gumption and wherewithal to like leave them, because you do feel that you love them, but it's not love. It is the trauma bond. And the only way you can break that is to get out of the abuse and actually begin to work on yourself and heal past wounds and move forward in a positive and productive manner. So anyways, guys, that's it for me tonight. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, anything you can do to help push this kind of content out onto YouTube so others have access to it and might be able to identify what they're going through long before they are discarded. So you all take care, have a wonderful evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.